Hello everyone. Welcome to Nanuya channel. And today's episode is all about a powerful, deceptively simple truth. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Let that sink in. It sounds obvious, right? But this phrase hits hard because it's a mirror. It reflects back at us our patterns, our habits, our excuses, and our comfort zones. If you're stuck, frustrated, or feeling like life is on repeat, maybe it's time to ask, what needs to change? And what am I actually willing to change? Let's start with a story. A friend of mine, we'll call her Mia, spent years in a job that drained her. It wasn't toxic on the surface, but it was quietly eroding her spirit. The work was unchallenging, her talents were overlooked, and the atmosphere was heavy with resignation. She complained every Monday, dreamed every Friday, and numbed herself in between with Netflix, wine, and an ever-growing list of some days. She'd vent to friends, write in her journal, even meditate. All helpful practices, sure, but they didn't move the needle. She was surviving, not living. Every week bled into the next, with a dull ache of dissatisfaction. The lack of change started to weigh on her confidence, and she began to wonder if this was just how life is supposed to be. Until one day, during a long walk after a particularly draining team meeting, she had a moment of clarity. No lightning bolt, no dramatic music, just a quiet, honest thought. I keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Sound familiar? That day, Mia didn't quit her job, but she did something small. She updated her resume. She blocked off a Saturday afternoon and treated it like a non-negotiable meeting with her future self. She brewed a strong cup of coffee, lit a candle, turned off notifications, and sat down with intention. She didn't just edit her resume. She looked at it as a roadmap of where she'd been, and more importantly, where she wanted to go. A week later, she applied for one role. Just one. It scared her a little, which was a good sign. A month later, she had an interview. She didn't ace it, but it gave her clarity. She learned what she didn't want, which made her even more focused. 2 months in, she landed a new job, a role that reignited her creativity, gave her a voice, and, most importantly, reminded her she still had choices. Real ones. Was it easy? Not at all. She faced doubt, rejection, imposter syndrome. There were nights she cried, moments she almost backed out. But she moved forward. It was change. It was motion. It was proof that small steps, taken consistently, shift trajectories. Here's the thing. Change is uncomfortable. Even bad habits offer us comfort because they are familiar. That's why we cling to them. Familiarity feels safe, even when it's suffocating. Comfort is the enemy of growth. And often, we wait. We wait for permission, for signs, for motivation. But motivation isn't magic, it's movement. Action comes first. The clarity, the momentum, the belief, it all follows movement, even tiny movement. Let me offer you 3 reflection questions to sit with today. Where in your life do you feel stuck? Is it your job, your health, your relationships, your mindset? Be honest. Don't judge it. Just notice it. Awareness is the first door to change. What story are you telling yourself about why it can't change? Is it fear of failure? Fear of success? A belief that you're too late, too tired, or not enough? Whose voice is that? And what if it's wrong? What's one small step, just one, you could take this week to move in a new direction? Not a leap, just a step, a phone call, a journal entry, a walk, a new boundary. Even saying your dream out loud to someone you trust can be a beginning. Change doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to start. And it starts with intention. And remember, staying the same is also a choice, one that leads to the same outcomes, one that slowly chips away at our belief that things can be different. So if you're ready for something new, maybe it's time to do something new. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a listener takeaway, something you can carry with you into the rest of your day. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to begin. A small act of courage today becomes the path of transformation tomorrow. Say it to yourself. Write it on a sticky note. Make it your phone wallpaper. Let it live somewhere you'll see it. Here's your closing affirmation. I am capable of change. I release the fear of staying stuck. I choose progress, even in small steps. Take a deep breath in and out. Thanks for spending a few quiet minutes with me today. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. You never know the ripple that one episode can create. If you have a story of your own, about a moment you chose change over comfort, I would love to hear it.